Hi, Mike B from Mike's Wild World here. Take my glasses off. Today is like one of the best weather days we've had in a long time. It's about 72, 73 degrees for a high, gentle breeze blowing. And my full intention was to head out in the woods today and do some bushcraft. And spent a couple hours last night getting everything packed up, making sure I had what I needed, going through all my camera gear, anything extra. But if you might recall the last video, I talked about how I'd hurt my back. Oh my God, the pain. And it's better. It's not well. And certain things make it hurt a lot worse. So today I decided to do some other things, and I'm out in the shop. What I refer to as my tiny shop. And I'm going to show you around it just a little bit so you get an idea. The fireplace I built last fall and been working on it some here in the spring. That was a pretty big undertaking. That's with the block. I know I broke most of the rules using cement block and stuff like that. I got about a 14-15 foot stacked chimney. Being up on the roof with cement blocks was not my idea of fun. Tied myself up there, threw the rope over the top and tied it to the 350. So if I do fall, I'll be like halfway down, and I can't get up and can't get down. So that wouldn't end up very well. But today I'm out in the shop. I'm looking at an idea on how to take big bug. Some generous fatwood that a good friend of mine sent to me. And this is like hot pine, that's what he calls it. And I really like that word. Now I was messing around with the idea of grinding down some fatwood because everybody has their own version of what they want to use for a fire starter. And if a person is actually going to carry fire starter with them, you might as well carry something good, right? Well, you can make cotton balls of Vaseline, whatever you want. A lot of stuff works. Or you can just use whatever is around. That's what really good bushcrafters do. They don't worry about fire starters. They just make fire out of whatever they got. But here's one. It kind of looks like a pencil, but that's a piece of fatwood right there, or hot pine. Let me use that word. I love that. So what I did was I went in the house and got the the 30-year-old pencil sharpener that's hung under the desk that the kids used when they were in school. That was a long time ago. And I put it in there and I ground it down and I made some hot pine powder. Try to say that really fast. And I got a little bit of that powder left, and I tested it out the other day. Let me get you a close-up of what I'm doing. When I first got this idea after using the pencil sharpener in the house, I thought, well, let's do something a little bit better. Let's go get an electric one. And I had this old piece of junk. There you go. I had this old piece of junk one. Pick that up. And here's the pieces that go into it. Here's the grinder, but it's one-sided. And it's been my experience that I need two sides to make an even grind. See, this is the counterweight to match that. And it just goes one way and grinds down the pieces to the pencil point like that. Makes a really nice powder. So I got to thinking about if I could put my attachment to my grinder, which has like an engraver or a speed wrench or whatever. If I could attach that onto here, I could make this run, because the motor and the gearing all broke, so it's not good for anything. So I fooled around with that a little bit, and it just seemed like it was not going to work well. Either way I went with it, and I'm not that creative when making gears and stuff like that. So after working on that for a while, and having this nice supply of hot pine, I did what any nice self-respecting bushcrafter would do. I went out and bought one. So, this is the newfangled stuff. So we're going to pop this open and see what this looks like, see if we can grind down some fatwood. So we'll just pull this right out of here. There you go. That works. Alright, there you go. Botched it. Boston. Alright, so put it right there. There's your tray. Yeah, all looks pretty normal. Where's the power? Power goes right here. But let me get my power supply. That's what hit the floor. What's odd about this is I'm trying to adjust to a new camera as well, and well, I can't really see the display on it at some point here. Alright, well, that'll do. I wonder if it has enough power. And it's supposed to have some kind of new cutting gear, some super hardened hickey-do. Right here on the side. And it's got some of those safety features, you know, where things, you know, it won't over sharpen the pencil. I'm concerned that that might be a problem. And I don't really have a pencil to start with, so let's go straight to the Fatwood. It won't fit in the hole. There you go. Let's try this one. And nothing going on there. Well, maybe we're just going to have to trim it down some. I would clean up the shop, but I'd never find anything if I did that. So, you know, so if you've got some time on your hands and you want to come clean up the shop, you just go right ahead. I'll stand and watch. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, I hear it hitting. Yeah, it made a point. Geez, spurs. This may not be worth the time and trouble. Look at that. Wow. It looks good. I got a feeling this is all going to have to be really, really tiny, or it's not going to work. So, you may just have a new pencil sharpener and use it for pencils. Now, you know, in terms of bushcraft, what you would end up doing is using your bushcraft knife to just make scrapings, you know. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want to stand there and do it all the time. See, that works really well. Alright, let's try it one more time. Right in there. Now that got something. Okay. There we go. Sounded like it didn't like it. Let's see what's going on. We got some really nice shavings there. That doesn't look too bad. Alright. Well, that seems to work. Put that right there. Alright, well, what I need is my striker and a whole bunch of shavings. Okay, we're back, and I've got you this Martha Stewart view. Looks like it's kind of strange because I'm looking at it backwards. So what I've got the knife and some sticks. Let's go ahead and cut a few of them up because apparently they have to be pretty small. I've got my rubber mallet here, and we'll baton that little beady tiny thing right down through there. Oh, get the plate out of the way. What do you think? There we go. Oh, that's kind of stupid, wasn't it? Alright, will that fit? No. See, that doesn't fit. So let's do it again. And of course, an advantage would be to have longer pieces of Fatwood, but they don't fit in an Altoids tin that way. So I am excited to have this hot pine in my possession. Alright, there we go. Does that fit? There we go. Yep. Here's something. Let's put that right there. Does that work? No. Save that. Put that right there. Okay. Nope. Still won't work. Not enough. That's some delicate batoning, isn't it? Let's try this one. No, that's that safety feature. Yeah, that was it. Nothing going there. Not getting a whole lot going on there. Nope. There's that safety interlock again. Okay. Right. Okay. I also have a piece of white pine left over from construction, and I thought I would just, take off a couple of slivers off the side and put some of that in there as well. Go, old pencil sharpener. Go, old boy. It's supposed to not let you over sharpen a pencil. So, okay. How about that? Now, maybe you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. It might make a little more sense to you. I'm going to take that down as far as it'll go. I think the deal is, if it doesn't have a point on it, it'll probably just keep going. So we'll take the point off. Got my striker. I'm going to need something to strike it with. I'm certainly not using that. Okay. See? Now some of that is, most of that's just plain white pine, but some of it is the fatwood that you saw at the beginning. So let's just dump that out. Wow. Okay. All right. So what am I going to strike this with? Move my finger. Yeah, that's not working. Look what I got here. Reciprocating saw blade, metal cutter. Let's see. Anything? Yeah, that works. You see, that's the difference between just, something that does not have any accelerant built into it, and it's not tiny shavings. I'd be willing to bet that if I took powder from any of this and placed it in there. Oh, where's my hot pine? Here it is. Like I said, I like that word better. Ah, I already got some. Okay. All right. All of this right here in the top, right here, it is supposed to all be lighter wood, fat wood, hot pine. Now then, look at there. Sparked that bad baby. Really hard to do this in a bowl because I'm afraid I'm going to break it. Okay, here's the fat wood. So scrape it down, like a lot of people do, and then fire one off, right? Boom. There's something. Alright, so we put that out. I think this would really start, and this would make a great tinder, in my opinion, if you was in that situation. But it's really just getting that spark to land appropriately. There's one. Look at there. Just blow it out, stupid. Before you burn down your shop. Okay, so, I'm not against this idea with the pencil sharpener. I'll have to use a much bigger, longer piece, I think, to get that type of refinement. Like this one, I'll split it down some and see if we can get a long run out of it. And then we'll retest it. Okay, so I got some longer pieces of fat wood, hot pine, and I split it up with my hatchet, and then I whittled it down some. I didn't show you all that because that's just boring stuff, right? But let's see what happens now. Alright. Well, that'll be a little bit. That'll be a little bit. It is a little bit. It's not a lot. Alright. Scoot it over. new pile, all Fatwood. Step back. Now, striker here. Yeah, and I'm used to using my knife, back of my knife blade, so this is a big adjustment here. Let's see what we got. Need to fall it all the way down. It's really hard working in that bowl, so we'll just go ahead and take it out. It's not going to last forever. Something a little more solid. Get a much better spark. See, that was acceptable to me. I mean, you're seeing what I'm seeing. So, I'll scrape some off and then apply into it a little bit of smoke, and there we go. I think it really is about just catching it, the right spark in the right place at the right time. Alright then, so Fatwood powder, I like it. I love the shavings. I love working with it. This is kind of similar to what you're seeing up north when people are using birch bark and scraping it up and they're getting all those oils in there and they light it on one strike and all that kind of stuff. That's kind of a cheat because that stuff burns incredibly well. I'd say probably better than Fatwood. If you just scratch it up, it'll take a spark increasingly better. As you scrape down to it and get more and more powder, it'll take that spark. So there we go, right here in the shop. So what do you think? Huh? Oh yeah, stuck a TV up in the corner too, just for, you know, for whatever. And I think it's Pepsi time. When I was installing the air conditioner over here, I decided to put in the refrigerator kind of right next to it. And I thought, well, if the air conditioner, right there it is, if the air conditioner can go through the wall, why can't the refrigerator go through the wall? It looks like a pretty good refrigerator, but it's probably about 30 years old. Oh, okay, I hadn't been out here in a couple of weeks. Yeah, there's a little Pepsi. There's stuff in it when you see. Built the window. Took an old, you know, it was falling apart, didn't have any glazing in it. Resurfaced it, put the glass in, fixed it all up, stuck it in there. Almost $0 to me except for some glazing. And that was about it. So, still got a lot of work to do here in the tiny shop. We'll get to that someday, but right now, just want to sit out here and enjoy it a little bit on a nice, warm spring day. See ya. Mike B from Mike's Wild World.